So you know that you've been living with fibroids, or you know someone who is suffering from fibroid, who is managing fibroid. So you might have to watch this video to the end. Trust me. So I had a personal conversation with someone who has been suffering from fibroid. She's no longer suffering from it. She has gotten rid of it. And when I had this conversation with her, she told me some important things she implemented into her life that has actually helped her to not just to live with it, but actually get rid of it. So you might have to listen. And you have to know that as a fibroid patient, you can't consume any type of food. Yes, if you really want to shrink that fibroid, you really don't want it to build up or get bigger, you have to live on some measures. You have to eat some certain food and discard some certain food. So let me tell you, I will tell you the type of food you have to do what? Live on. So the first food and food you have to live with is leafy green, like spinach and greens. Yes, food that are rich in iron. It can help you with heavy bleeding. You have to know that you have to incorporate more of iron into your food. She stated that before she was consuming packaged food, calcium and all that, but when she finally understood that she needs more of iron and she started incorporating iron, she saw some changes. So another thing you need to do, another diet you need to incorporate is fatty fish, like tuna, mackerel, fishes that contain omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation. Just know that you need more of omega-3 fatty acid. So another food diet you need to live on and incorporate is fresh fruits, like berries, citrus fruits, and apples, which are rich in antioxidants and fiber. You have to incorporate fruits that are rich in fiber and antioxidants. Another type of diet you need to live on is whole grains, like brown rice, yes, and whole wheat bread. For some of you who love bread, just know that you have to start taking wheat bread because it contains fiber, vitamins, and minerals. So another food you need to diet you need to stick to and incorporate is whole grains. Okay, legumes. Yes, you have to stick on with legumes because, like beans, because they are rich in protein, fiber, and iron. But you understand, you keep hearing protein, fiber, and iron. These are the three components of diet you really need to toss out for their listen and start taking. So another food is nuts and seeds, like almond, sunflower seed, and pumpkin seeds, because they are healthy and rich in fats and antioxidants. You also have to, incorporate herbal tea, like ginger, turmeric, and peppermint teas may help with pain and inflammation. See, she told me that she wasn't a fan of herbals. She has never been a fan of herbals. She believes in the, drugs, pills, injection. But when she really made that decision that she really wants to shrink and get rid of this fibroid, she started incorporating herbal teas. Generally herbal stuff. She started having them as teas. And trust me, she's happy now. So another thing you need to implement is food like yogurts, kimchi. You just have to incorporate food that contains probiotics, which supports good gut health. Yes, vitamin D rich foods like fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified dairy products because they all support the immune system. Iron rich food like red meat, poultry, and fortified cereal. Yes, because some cereals do contain iron. These are the informations I got from her. So these are some food that you need to avoid. Yes, these are the food you need to avoid. The listed ones I did just in a minute now are food diets you need to incorporate, and now are diets you need to get away from, you need to avoid. You need to avoid processed meat. Yes, She said processed meats is actually a turn off. It does what? It builds up the fibroid, it enlarges it, it makes it grow bigger, and you don't want it to grow bigger. So stay away from processed meat. High sugar food, if you know those food that are so high in sugar, stay away from it, avoid it. Dairy products, if you are lactose intolerant, if you know that you can't tolerate lactose, stay away from dairy food, because that will make it worse. So another thing you need to avoid is soya products. If your estrogen level is, if you have estrogen sensitive, if you're sensitive, so you need to do what? Avoid soya products. Caffeine, you need to avoid excess intake of what? Caffeine. Remember to always stay hydrated. General notes, remember to also always do what? Stay hydrated by drinking plenty water. Yes, and another thing you need to do is you need to know that you can't live with fibroid and do it all by yourself. You need to consult your healthcare provider or register for personalized dietary advice. See, the truth is, as a fibroid person, you need to watch what you eat, and you need to do well to know things you should eat, because the truth is, the things you eat actually play a vital role in shrinking those fibroids. That's the truth, and that is what I learned from her. And I can tell you now that she no longer suffers from fibroids, shrinked and undeserved. Thank you very much.